Hello everyone, welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce and welcome to SST Edupedia. I am Assistant Professor Manmeet Kaur will be continuing with the subject of rural marketing with our module number 4, which is communication and distribution. So the content of this chapter will be promotion, challenges in rural communication, types of media which we use to communicate with the rural consumers or rural audience, promotion strategies which we use to attract and spread the awareness about the product, challenge of distribution, and to overcome that, what challenges we overcome. With that, what channels, what way we use to distribute the consumers and problems faced by rural distribution strategies in that, and lastly our network models. So what is promotion? Promotion, in a way, we try to spread the awareness or we make the information available to the rural population about the product or the services. Promotion is a marketing tool that is used as a strategy to communicate between the seller and the consumer. The seller provides all the information and the consumer uses that communication, uses that knowledge to consume, to use the commodity. Through this, the seller tries to influence and convince the buyer to buy the particular product or to ask for the services. It assists in spreading the awareness and the information that is related to the product. It assists in spreading the word about the product or the services or at large the brand. The company uses the process to improve the public image, the image that is in front of the consumers about the company, the brand and the product at large. This technique of marketing creates an interest in the mindset of the customer. So the attractive we will keep this process, this promotion stage, the more the customers will be attracted towards our product. They will give us the brand loyalty that ultimately that we expect. The promotion is a fundamental component of marketing mix. It is a part of 4 P's: the product, price, place and promotion. It is also an essential element to plan and to strategize the future aspects of the product. Challenges that we face. So for promoting a product, we need to communicate with the rural population. As I have already taught you, the rural population is of a kind which is very conservative, preservative. They don't want to experiment or to try new things. So here it is very difficult to communicate with the population. We have to be very careful when we try to opt that. Especially when we are communicating with the rural population, we have to make sure that we are doing all the activities to gain their trust. Once we have their trust, then we will be able to easily promote our product and to expect brand loyalty from them. The challenges that we face in rural communication is heterogeneity and it's widely spread. Heterogeneity means the population is not homogeneous. Everyone has their own preference, own taste and their own habits on which they move. Limited media reach. The media reach is not very open to them because of the network and the availability of required equipments. Understanding the rural audience, we have to understand the level, the capacity of the audience and what are their preferences, whether they are known about the product or no. We have to make sure that when we promote our product, we should start giving the information from the basic. We have to start from the scrap to build that foundation so that the rural population understands the motive of the product and hence they may find solution to their problems. Dart of information. Dart of information means there are many resources which most of the time give irrelevant information and the rural population is not able to differentiate on whom to trust or on whom or on which information they should rely on. So dart of information is there, and this many a times happens in fake branding where the brand is not authentic. Duplicates are supplied to the rural consumers where they are not able to be satisfied with the performance of the product or the service. Hectic and costly communication. The communication is not be able to very smooth. We have to, as I mentioned, start from the scrap, which is time consuming, which may be expensive. We have to maybe go with different kind of languages or boards. We have to be very innovative because many villages doesn't have the Hindi language or the common language are not known to them. So we have to put up a lot of investment to communicate with them. Lack of communication skills. Many a times the rural population doesn't also have the communication skills. Types of media: conventional media and unconventional media. Now conventional media is common form of marketing and spreading information through television, radio, newspaper. While social media is an innovative and modern form, television, radio, newspaper are of traditional form. While social media is innovative and modern form of marketing and spreads information through internet, which is of fast range, it reaches a lot of spaces very conveniently. It is not easy to choose between them because many a times the availability of equipment is also not there. So however, in the point of view is that if I feel the social media is better because it is more convenient, we are able to reach out properly, whereas television, radio, newspaper may not supply all the information. The digital newspaper keeps on updating as some new news or some updates on a particular matter comes, but the print newspaper is a sort of outdated thing. Unconventional media: using methods to promote your product beyond traditional advertising techniques. We take a step ahead to promote our product, to reach the consumers, to give the awareness about the product beyond traditional advertising techniques, especially those you create yourself or use only once or infrequently. We do it for once in a while to make sure that our consumers are attracted and that one chance is used to its maximum extent. The difference between traditional media and new media is it involves strategy in large audience. We are able to reach larger audience with billboards, print ads, TV commercials. On the other hand, the news media allows company to target a small segment. Here I have given the classification of what kind of media we can use: television, print media, cinema, theaters, outdoors, boards, painting, pamphlets that we supply. We try to arrange some street play, puppetry shows, and some activities that can be done in the area where melas or mandi or van campaigns have been arranged accordingly. So promotional strategies: there are many kind of strategies. Main categories are push strategy. What we do in push strategy: the product is pushed through the channel. The channel which consists from manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer, consumer. The product is pushed from the initial stage, which is production. The manufacturer pushes the product to wholesaler pushes or supplies the product to retailer then supplies to the consumer. So this is a full chain which needs to be followed. On the other hand, pull strategy is a technique used to bring the customers to you. We try to bring the customers, gather the customers, attract the customer. Rather than pushing your business on customer, pull strategy involves to use the tactics to communicate with the customers on one-to-one or as much as possible near way. We do celebrity promotions, association, personal selling. These are also part of promotion strategy. So promotion strategy, what it primarily serves? It serves the awareness of the information or awareness of the product brand to the consumers. Then next we try to influence them to gain their trust and interest. Then we create the demand of the product, and at last the action part says that we supply the product to the consumers. Channels of distribution. These are the channel of distribution which starts from the producer, wholesaler, retailer, then customer. This is the first type of chain which involves 4 elements or 4 parties from producer to the consumer. The next strategy is producer, retailer and consumer. The wholesaler here is eliminated, so that makes the distribution of the product to reach the consumer in a short span comparatively as the first strategy. And the last strategy that we have is producer to consumer directly. Here the product reaches the consumer directly with no hassle and intermediaries. Problems that we face in rural distribution is uneconomic services, multiple tiers or stages, and administrative problems. As you see, we have n number of people. If involved in one channel of distribution, we will have unnecessary hassle. Once we will make the product available to the wholesaler, then to the retailer, it takes time, it is time consuming and cost consuming also. So uneconomic service happens, multiple stages or phases that we have to pass through, and it increases the administrative data collecting and maintaining also. Non-availability of the dealer, poor reliability of retail outlets. Maybe there are cases when we don't have sufficient supply of manpower to make the product deliver. So this creates problems. Inadequate bank and credit facilities. Rural population is still a little bit backward conditions. They are still trying to develop. So their inadequate bank and credit facilities makes the consumers to not demand the product. They still feel that we should not put up additional money. They think twice to invest. So inadequate bank and credit facilities are there, which makes it a whole lot of chaos and problem. So if bank facilities and credit facilities will be provided to the rural population also, they will try to come up with different strategies and they will still demand the products. Distribution strategies that can be used are using own van, annual meals, paintings. We can use n number of activities or n number of strategies to plan out and to reach the distribution benchmark. Network needs to be efficient. Logistics means the availability of go down warehouse facility with the producer, so that the storage is in such a way that it is sufficient and it reaches the products, reaches the consumers at right time. Distribution networking modules. I have taken here a module of hub and spoke module. A hub and spoke network is a centralized integrated logistics system. Here, as you can see in the diagram, hub is the main center of availability of all the products, and then we have seen some kind of rays, you are watching some blue dots. In that way we reach to different areas and we make the product available to different networks or different areas, locations, from one centralized system, that is hub. Main warehouse or godown will be in the center, and from there only all the distribution plans and all the distribution orders will be executed. The companies which follow this kind of module are Hindustan Unilever, Colgate and Coca-Cola. So this was the module of communication and distribution in rural marketing. Thank you.